Hello. Hello, hello. I believe I've got it all set up. Give me 1 second. Let people roll in anyway. Disconnected for a second. What happened there? Oh, that's what happened. Oops. That's my entire own bad. Can I help you?
Young people always drive themselves forward, but it's important to take a step back and look around sometimes.
You don't say. What? Okay. You got any more surprises for me there? Alright. It should be good now. It should be good. That was entirely my bad. I forgot a thing I did with the VPN. My bad. So I said I was gonna go fishing off stream. You're not supposed to be here, Stream Elements. I've blocked you. Anyway, I said I was gonna go fishing, and I did. I did go fishing. Hold on. I don't know how many. Things I pulled up. You're catching that gigantic fish, right? Yeah. Thing is, I learned that the couple fish I had left were ones that I can't get right now because there's more fishing quests. But I had this funny moment while I was just kind of fishing for some extra money. So yeah, there's apparently going to be more fishing quests later, which, oops, that would have made this miserable experience here less miserable. Skip ahead some, because there's something really funny that happens. Oh, right there. Right here. Goat just pushed me and then got stuck in that corner. And then it remained there the entire rest of the fishing experience. Well, I remained there. It didn't remain there. It was silly. So yeah, I couldn't catch the 2 fish remaining because they're incredibly rare, incredibly hard to catch fish, and I need the rest of the fishing stuff in order to get them. Other than that, I think I don't have anything else. I should have probably checked this before I went off. Nothing there. Was there? There's a uncompletable quest section, right? Nothing as of now. I believe at the end of last stream I had checked with the Junk Bros and Devola, but I'll still check with Devola just in case.
What have we got today? Doesn't look like I have any work for...
The only thing I didn't check, which I don't know if I need to, but I still can because I don't care about wasting time, is the lighthouse. Since the lighthouse lady is fucking dead, what does the lighthouse look like now? Did they leave her fucking corpse up there? Big swings. Anyway. Yeah, I'm just curious enough about the lighthouse lady that I'm gonna go check it out. Because it could also just be as simple as there's just a new person there going, I guess I'd take care of the lighthouse now. Should also touch the fucking save point here just to heal up. Oh shit, look at that. Something hidden.
Hey, you gotta help me out here. You just gotta. I'm having serious girl trouble. See, there's this girl that I'm pretty wild for, so I asked her out. But she won't even consider it unless I take her to a really nice restaurant.
That seems rather demanding.
She really appreciates the finer things in life. First-class places for a first-class lady. She's so cool. Everyone has their own tastes, I guess.
What do you mean? What do I do?
I tell ya, there isn't another girl out there as high class as mine.
Like, okay. But like, what do I do about that? What? Perhaps there's even a letter for me. Why is the sheet lumpy? Okay, nothing, but I mean, coming up here did make me find that guy, even though I don't know what the fuck he wants. I only know one restaurant, and that's the Inn. I gave them a bunch of fancy shit, so I don't know. Guess I'll go there after I heal, because I'm a little annoyed at this. Oh, what's the word? Vignette flashing. Okay, cool, good to know I don't have to stick around for the entirety of it, healing me. Just looking around since I'm already over here. Huh? I thought I saw another thing pop up. Oh, fair enough. I still go to the side I want. Oh, but I do have to wait for this.
I hate to ask, but can you not swim?
Don't tell Yona, okay?
Incredible. I love that I got the dialogue from the sand place before here, honestly. It's like, where you can't swim, and I'm like, I didn't know that.
Voila! One bowl of our local specialty, sardine pasta.
Brother, what happened to all the other shit that I gave you? But also, where is this person I'm looking for? And why haven't you given me your other fishing quests? If there are ones. I could be lied to. Up here was the weapon merchants.
May not be the latest in Thank you much.
Not that he has anything, but that's where he was. Oh, there was someone there. Hello.
You know that bridge out in the water? Long ago, they were apparently used for docking giant iron vehicles.
That was like the most fake old man voice I've ever heard in my life. That is insane. Ooh, insane. Is it you?
People in this town never listen to what anyone tells them. It used to drive me nuts, but now I guess I'm just used to it. You have to know when to let things go, even things that make you really, really angry.
Really, really angry, huh? But gosh, fucking dang it. Where is this fucking person at? Or the follow-up at all? Or is there even a follow-up? Because if it was just like, hey, I have a unique dialogue, then so be it, but why give the quest marker? At least she's in a better place now. I just realized she's talking about the lighthouse lady.
At least she's in a better place now.
Yeah, better than the fucking town that was constantly harassing her, calling her names, and keeping her fucking.
I know she's alive, so I'll just stay here and keep the business going.
That's you.
My no-good husband starts drinking at noon.
No, that's twist. Thank you.
My husband goes to the.
My husband goes to the tavern. Can you believe it? He likes to drink with friends. The no good piece of shit.
Yeah, what do you want? Look, this is serious.
People use small crafts. Truth be told.
Hello.
What you doing up there?
Observing the ocean. If a storm catches.
Alright, well, oh my god, I forgot to pull up. Forgot to pull up chat on my phone. Twitch. Stream manager. I'm about to look this up because I don't know what the hell happened with this guy. Are you the lady from before?
We've eaten fish for the past.
No, you just have the same model.
You're friends with that sexy postman, aren't you? I just love a man in uniform. Oh, you're not? Well, you're pretty nice looking yourself. I haven't seen the postman in a few days. I hope he's all right.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna look this up. Just real quick. Let me look at the guy's name. Because if he has a quest for me, he has to have a name, right?
I tell you,
nope.
There isn't another girl out there as high class as mine.
Okay, alright. Well, thank God. Someone posted about it. And, gave a spoiler-free explanation. saying that this is one of the easiest to miss quests, and it's infamous for it. So honestly, thank God I looked it up too. One sec. I also forgot to turn the VPN off on my phone. Crab Rangoon. I'm a sucker for getting extra items. And who knows if any of these are rare. And I need them for something later. Like, I don't remember grabbing crab before. And I haven't gotten seaweed from anywhere else. Anyway, want to know why it's so missable? Are you ready for this bullshit? It's because you have to talk to him, leave, and then come back. Several times. Why they didn't just tell, why didn't program Devola to tell you about him? Fuck if I know. It's a good thing I am a curious individual. I'm a curious George.
Hey, guess what? I went shopping with my girl a little while back.
Yeah?
You mean the one who only goes to super expensive places? That's her, all right. Anyway, there was this nice accessory that I thought would look great on her and didn't cost much, so I bought it for her. But she refused to take it. She said she doesn't wear cheap accessories.
Brother, this is some of the biggest, like, just drop her signs I've seen in my life.
Well, that's
Red
not
flag,
too
as they say.
surprising. Yeah, I should have known better than to try and impress her with such shabby flim-flam. Next time, I'll get something high class all the way. It'll cost twice my yearly salary. No, 3 times.
No.
Are you certain this woman even cares for you?
Of course she does.
You humans certainly have complex and exhausting mating rituals.
I tell you.
Can I just jump over this? No. Won't let me. I know they gave a lore reason why you can't teleport, but I wonder what, like, the real reason is. Did they want you to have a larger sense of scale of this world and to appreciate its finer details and the like of, like, not pretentious, but like artsy kind of like view of it that not everyone appreciates? Or did they run out of time and couldn't implement it? Or there was like some kind of problem with it? Watch him ask for like 50,000 gold. Because he's broke.
Hey, I heard you can get inside Facade, right?
Yeah.
Sure, but... Oh, perfect! Listen, there's something there that you have to get for me.
Yeah.
My girl wants a new accessory, but it has to be made from this really rare ore that they carry in Facade's Strange Things store. So next time you're there, could you buy some for me? I think it's called fluorite. Please?
The pride of a lover.
I mean, I guess. Oh, thank you. This is fantastic.
Such affection. This man has clearly been entranced by his lover.
Seems to me like he's being played.
Whatever do you mean?
You know, this may be one of those things a magic book just can't understand.
Ridiculous. There is nothing beyond my knowledge.
If you say so.
Man, my girl is gonna freak out when she sees that accessory.
Sounds like this guy's partner measures love by the price tag.
How many of this do you need? A man open area near the lighthouse wants you to procure fluorite so he can make a fashion accessory for his lover. You can find it in a facade, strange things store. You're not telling me how much, though. Or rather, how many. Though I am worried about how much as well. Hiya! Ugh. I meant to do that. Hiya! We're gonna kill him again. Rock on. We're getting better at it. And he has rare drops anyway, so I don't need to do this. You know what else I haven't checked? I didn't check the temple after I cleared it the first time. Knew it. That does stop me from stopping by a health thing, I suppose. I wonder if that mutton quest is infinite, or if there is a limit to it. Bye. No end. Okay. Just curious. Just curious. Which one was the Strange Things shop? Is that the one where the guy cheated on his wife? What a thing to say. Oh, my eye. Sorry. Wait 1 second. Okay. I feel like I should be killing more scorpions. They feel rare. I mean, one of them did give me the fishing tutorial. Which direction is it? Left? Left, I think. Yep. Hello there. I see, I'll just stay there now. Cool.
Hey, do you have any fluorite for sale? Oh, I see. Well, we've come this far. Might as well finish the job.
Alright, well. Irony that I was saying that I didn't go back into the temple. 'Cause here we go. Also, I can't believe how much time is being wasted on this one quest I almost missed. Damn it. I don't know where to get those, but I should buy some more. Because the poison is annoying, I learned. When I first encountered a scorpion off stream. I got hit, it gave me that whole tutorial. The poison lasted like a quarter of my health. Oh, you're dead. Which one is it? That way. Okay. Whoa! Punk ass. It's a good thing that a small child didn't get obliterated by these wolves when she brought me to the temple. Or the small child that didn't get obliterated when he went here by himself. Okay, you are gonna come with me. What does it say about it? It's saying it seems the required materials are in the Baron Temple, and that's all it's saying. And I need 1 fluorite. Now it's telling me. Okay. Let's look at the layout real quick. You're fucking with me. I hate it. If you attack me the second I get in here, I'm gonna fucking scream. Perish, perish, perish. Fuck off. Not what I wanted. God, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this so much. Oh my fucking god, oh my fucking god. Oh. Well, there's one. Is that a normal thing? Because I think it's, something I need more of, is what I was about to say. My fucking chest is hurting from, like, how fast my heart is beating. Unironically. Not okay. Oh, fuck. Okay, okay. A lot better. That still scared me, though. like a 0% chance, but like no. Okay. Never did open that door. I wonder if this will be traversable backwards. Also, I wonder if bats even give anything. I don't need to. I don't need to do this. I'll just go around. That is an unnecessary evil. What's this one about? Kaine actually just tried to jump. Let it be known. Unknown. I am pretty curious what they're saying. When I like kill the shades and it does the weird voice. Whoa. Dirty bag. This dirty bag. Hold on a sec. Look, there's the bats. Boo! Are you flying over to me, or? Can you? Okay. Interesting that it would let me come back here, but there's nothing here. Like, I feel like that's easily traversable too, but it's just saying no. Alright. Well, that was a reset to the dungeon, meaning I can go and hopefully get more. I don't remember how much I need for other upgrades, but well. What's this? Medicinal herb. Well, where'd you go? Oh. Kaine got them good. Silence. Thank you. Curiosity. Sealed door. Baron Temple, I believe it's called. NieR Replicant. We'll get access to it later. Okay. Say less. Ow. I'm curious if I can get these bats to get to me. Because I want to attempt to get stuff off of them. Yeah? A fat no. Got it. Because it's just telling me to open the door. Okay, well. Worth a shot, I guess. The fucking man, let me move. Slowest walk through a door transition ever. We no, fuck it. I just can't. Okay. You're curious, I just look away when I fucking when I loot. I look to a corner of the screen until something pops up. Cause I can't do it. What? Fucking stop. Fuck right off, man. Fuck right off. No.
sand.
Take care before all your health is lost.
Go. Alright, I'll get that in a second. Just fuck that. Twice fuck that. Crystal from Stairfax temperatures. Yeah, I don't see a light there. I just realized I don't know if I looked there or not. There are very few drops here. For how much traversing you have to do. Well, either way, I do have what I need. I got one extra, I believe. I can go and grind at a different time. Okay. You guys suck. Okay. Just get me out of here. I'm done with this now. This is annoying. Really? I bet I could encounter them, but ow. Timing. All this for some fucking dumb motherfucker. Get it? Wrong thing. Thankfully it didn't actually like punish me for that. And now, of course, none of them are. Not a single one of them is the medical herb that I just took to make up for it. Funny. Funny how that works. Okay. 24 hours officially on the save file, huh? Wild. Me through. Sorry, Luminos. Let's destroy this man again. Okay, I slammed down, you can't counter. Good to know. Oh, double swing. Come on.
Did she ever learn the truth about her love?
I just remembered he always complained. What's up, my guy?
Here's that ore you wanted.
Actually, you're not my guy. Fuck you.
Oh, thank you! Now maybe my girl will let me hold her hand.
What the fuck?
Here's the money for the material and a little extra for your time.
Buh?
Huh? Oh, hold on. This is way too much.
Are you kidding? That's what fluorite costs you on the open market. I only threw in a few coins for your trouble.
It's really that expensive?
Hey, I learned my lesson last time. From now on, it's nothing but the best for my girl.
The human soul is an unfathomable thing indeed.
You got that right.
Do you think it possible that this man is being deceived by his lover?
Yeah, I do.
Then we shall inform him at once.
Yeah, probably better if we don't.
What's this? Have you finally found someone you are unwilling to aid?
Look, relationships are messy, and sometimes you can't always understand what's going on between a couple.
There is is nothing in this world that Grimoire Weiss cannot understand.
Yeah.
I tell you, there isn't another girl out there as high.
I'm gonna leave and come back just in case. What a fucking dingbat, man. I wish I could meet this Kaine lady Fluff's told me about. I bet she's really nice and always says nice things. I'm sorry? I wonder if that's what my mom was like. Listen, I'm just saying we can find out what it'd be like to have her as your mom. That is. Wait, hold on. No, I'm her sister. Never mind. It would be that. Damn it. Man, this is why we need the father route. No, looks like you're satisfied finally.
I tell you.
Okay. I wonder what other potentially missable quests there were. Just out of curiosity. Nothing. Off. Tired today, so I stayed home and hid in bed. Still hear Devola singing from somewhere though. Listening to her always makes me happy. But the time of day changed. Does that mean it's not there anymore? Shit. Okay. You know what? There is somewhere else I can go. I'm just not happy to do it, but fuck if I had to deal with so many spiders already. What's a few more? You didn't move. Thank you, Kaine. Why is it like black and white? Hello? We're getting rid of the spider bodies? Alright, I guess I am just supposed to not fuck with this. But glad I finally checked, I guess. Such an immediate change. That's wild. Alright. Scary. Really. Always just hoping for more gold. I don't know if it's gonna be used in crafting later, but ooh, that shit's expensive. All right, but okay, we are finally, after an hour, progressing. Fair enough. At least I'm down full though. Do you have anything now?
Welcome.
Doubt it, but still worth checking.
It's not fair. She's so young.
We'll check with you one last time to make sure nothing popped up because I beat that.
Doesn't look like I.
Well, not beat, but complete.
Black squalls in our village now.
All right. Here you go. Oh, right. Save first. Save here and backup save. Okay. It's time. Like I need that. Hello, sister. How are you?
Yona?
Oh, hey.
How are you feeling?
Better, now that I'm taking the medicine you brought.
Good.
By the way, are you gonna stay here today?
Sure.
You bet.
Really? You'll stay with me? Really?
Yeah, Yona. I'll stay.
Yay!
Yay!
Now
Oh,
get back
precious.
to bed.
Okay.
I hear a voice. I squint and see a boy standing before me. His hair is silver, his skin is pale, and he stares up at me with hard, glassy eyes. Soon his lips begin to move, but no sound comes out. What is he saying? I can't hear him. I can't hear him. I can't hear him, I can't hear him, I can't hear him, I can't. I try to leave, but something about the boy holds my gaze. I watch his face, expressionless, as his lips slowly flutter. What is he trying to say? Wait, it's a phrase. I can almost make it out. It starts with an S. And there's an E. I can almost see it now. Letters begin to fall together, one after the other, faster and faster. Sealed verse. It's a sealed verse. The thing I'm looking for, the key to saving my sister. I stare at the boy with renewed ferocity, trying desperately to make out his next word. Dream. Or D-R-E-A-M. Dream? What? What the hell does that mean? Lips move again, faster now. I can't follow them. Damn it! I can't make it out! I want to scream. I want to tear the walls down around me. But instead, I force myself to be calm. I can do this. I can do it for Yona. Slowly, ever so slowly, I parse out the letters that make up his final words. F-O-R-E-S-T. O-F-M-Y-T-H. Forest of Myth. Next morning.
Just a dream. Even in my dreams, I'm hunting sealed verses.
Morning.
Morning, Yona.
What's wrong? Are you feeling sick too?
No, I had a strange dream.
What was it about?
It's nothing. Don't worry about it.
'Cause I had a dream too.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Me and this boy were playing a game together.
What kind of game?
It was called Guess the Words. I think he made it up because I never heard of it before.
How did it work?
The boy would move his mouth, but no words would come out. Then I had to guess what he was trying to say. It was hard. I wanted to play hide and seek, but we had to play his dumb game instead.
So what did he say?
I don't know. All I could figure out was dream and Forest of Myth. But don't worry, I'm gonna study hard so that next time I can figure out everything. We should play a game together sometime too.
Sure, Yona.
I see. So wait, was that her dream? Or was that... No, that was my dream. Because it said I had to do it to save my sister. So she just had the same dream as all. Strange. Ugh.
We should play a game together sometime too.
Alright.
Something troubling you, lad?
It's nothing. Don't worry about it.
You need to learn to tell other people your problems, sir.
Come on, I need to go ask Popola something.
Real quick, I want to know. I have 103,000 gold. Hell yeah. My fear is opening that tab and seeing something.
What's up, Popola?
Oh, hi. I just got a strange letter in the mail.
Dearest Popola, I hope this letter finds you well. I am writing in hopes of bringing to your attention a certain dream issue of concern regarding recent events in Dream the Village. What? A certain dream issue of concern regarding recent events in Dream the Village. I was hoping I might be Dream able to get your advice, Dream, on the matter. Okay, I see what's going on. Recently, there have been dream reports. Dream of a certain dream of dream, evil dream, empty, dream, cursed, dream, evil, dream, words, dream, and dream, someone dream.
That is certainly one bizarre piece of writing.
Who's it from?
The mayor of a small village in the Forest of Myth. It's a wooded area up north.
The Forest of Myth?
They're usually a bright and cheerful group of people. Something like this is very out of character for them. I have a bad feeling about this.
I'll check it out.
You will? But...
Don't worry about it. I've got business there anyway.
It's like his catchphrase. Don't worry about it.
Oh, well, alright. Thank you.
That and I'll help.
The Forest of Myth is to the north, after you cross the small wooden bridge in the northern plains.
Wait, what? I'm sorry, my brain fucking hiccuped.
The Forest of Myth is to the north, after you cross the small wooden bridge in the northern plains.
Oh, okay. So like as if I was heading towards the village of just houses along the mountain wall. I forget the name of that town. After I crossed that bridge there. Okay, nothing from you. Though there should be something new here, right?
This is from the junk heap.
For a decoration, it's certainly in poor taste.
It's that lizard thing we fought in the Eyrie. Who would make a figure of that anyway? And what is it doing here? What's that?
It resembles the shade we saw in the Lost Shrine.
We saw this cube back in the Barren Temple.
Perhaps the Prince of Facade gave it to Popola as a gift?
Interesting. Alright, well, before I do that, it's time to explore every fucking place I can for side quests, so I don't miss them. Okay, neither you two. Oh! Giant egg! Good cat. I have to let him in my room. Poor thing. He's so alone. Man, man.
Doesn't look like I have.
The only unfortunate thing is that if I do want to guarantee and like check everywhere, I have so many places to go and look now. Like I have to go all the way to Seaport just to be able to check. And I have to go all the way to Facade to check. The Airy, the Junk Boys. Oh, you know another place I haven't looked through, actually? Is the temple I rescued Yona from in Gotweiss, or Weiss. I should check that place before continuing as well. I know, more delays, but like, on the off chance that there's something in there that will like be a permanent missable. Fishing tip 4, what do you know? At the end of a one-handed sword combo performed with square, press triangle to execute a heavy attack and cut down the enemy between one combo and the next. Interesting. Wall. Okay, fishing tip 4. You can use X to reel in a fish, even if its HP is not completely depleted. The more HP it has, the less likely you'll land in the fish. Oh! So I can just try to do it early. That's a scary thought, though. But if I'm like right at the very tail end of one that's taking forever, I could potentially risk it there. But then I might lose it and it could be the ones I'm going for. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'd ever actually do it. Like, I'd think about it in a panic. Like if I was afraid I was already that close to losing it anyway. Man, I went that long without finding it though. I'm checking this fucking idiot. No. Okay. It'll let me jump in the ocean, but it won't let me jump over a cliff that will land me somewhere else that I can actually walk. Wild. Gastropod. almost looks like it disappears. Just that rock covered in moss. Or, well, I guess they're all covered in moss, but that one just looks different.
We can't have anyone know what our...
Curious about this ritual.
Let's play tongue.
That's a bad place to cut that
I bet
off.
I can come up with an awesome tongue twister before you can.
But all right, no one here. Little bit of a waste of time, but bro said let's play tongue. Yeah. Leaves a bad taste in the mouth. Ironically. God fucking damn it. Also, welcome to Stream Milk. I've only been minorly fucking off, but it did pay off. I finally went up there to that house with the spiders, and nothing happened like that I could do, but it did turn the entire screen like basically black and white, save for me and the enemy spiders, and deleted the music. So it was very creepy. And at the lighthouse, there was a quest hidden there that was apparently infamous for being one of the most missable quests. I had to look up what to do to even start it because it was being weird. Sounds like a wholesome time. Truly. So now I know there's a missable quest laying around that I could just walk right by and never know it was there. I'm worried and I'm checking places that I shouldn't be. I was gonna say, I just realized I haven't seen Kaine this whole time. She's just been trailing behind us all. You know, I'm wondering if I need to look into the sensitivity settings of Ghost, because I'm not having that like drift in this game at all. Maybe I have to like increase the dead zone in that game if that has an option. Also, I can't believe I'm coming all the way back here just on the off chance that there's something here. Mildly annoying, but...
I don't think you can venture in here again.
Well, at least there's that. I guess. There will probably be a way to get in there later. If I had to guess. But now I'm glad I explored it when I did. as thoroughly as I did when I did. How are you doing today? Hopefully your day is as epic as you are. Yesterday's power was out, today's water. There's still some water flow, so there's that. Hell yeah. I mean, hey, if it means the system's still working, then it's for a good cause. Been sleeping a lot more since I got my blood sample taken too. Yeah? You doing good? Has it been a good restful sleep, or has it been like, oh god, I just can't even stay awake and it's something to worry about type of sleep? Sleepy yawning. Sleepington, yawnington. Go away. Alright, I'm strong enough with a single normal slash to do it. Or at least my sword is strong enough. Okay. Oh, that's what I get for looking away. It's over there. You know what? Fuck you. Boom. I can get him. He still took a lot, honestly. It's weird, I feel this fear-like body pain sometimes when I sleep. Then, but only less a little bit. Well, keep paying attention to it, and if it gets worse, should look into it. I mean, I'm sure I don't need to tell you that, but...
It sure is quiet here.
Such silence bodes ill. There's trouble on the way. I'm certain of it.
You know, a little optimism now and then wouldn't hurt, Vice.
Such cheek.
Hi there. that Pokemon.
Beware the words.
It's because Dio Brando stole my blood. He always does that, man.
The words? What do you mean?
Contagious words. Those who dream.
Those who dream?
Hold a moment. There is a strange new sensation in my mind.
That is a huge text box. Wise's voice rose in a quizzical way.
It is not quizzical.
What's going on?
The villager's body shuddered as he slowly opened his eyes.
Perhaps we should start by asking this man.
Who are you?
We heard something happened to this village, so we came to see if we could help.
The mayor stared at Flux and Wise.
If you can speak to me, I must have caught you in my dream.
In your dream?
The mayor explained. In the past weeks, a mysterious disease called the Death Dream had spread across the forest of myth. Those who caught it were cursed to fall asleep and live forever within the world of their own dreams. The village mayor had determined the Death Dream was spread from person to person by spoken words, but before he could learn more, the disease took him as well. I stared at the mayor, his mouth twitching slightly.
Now see here.
He said,
Are you saying that we have been absorbed into your dream?
Well, yes.
said the mayor.
I think you have.
In other words,
said Flux.
We've caught the Death Dream?
Before the mayor could confirm Flux's suspicion, Vice exploded with rage.
Ridiculous, preposterous, completely unfathomable on every conceivable level. I don't even recall falling asleep.
That's just how the Death Dream works.
Though polite, the mayor was clearly trying to brush aside the book's remarks.
My remarks are not to be brushed aside, fool.
The mayor twisted his mouth into an embarrassed grimace, then quickly changed the subject to who Flux had seen and what they had discussed since coming to the village.
Something there must have caused you to enter my dream. A certain conversation, a specific word, something.
Flux and Weiss racked their brains but could find no easy solutions. There were simply too many words to consider, too much random chatter, too many meaningless conversations. I am doing well.
Grimoire Weiss does not engage in meaningless conversations.
The mere suggestion that Weiss chose his words carelessly seemed to sting his pride.
It does not seem to sting my pride, you bloated gasbag of a narrator. It has demolished it utterly.
Irritated, Weiss looked skyward, as if searching for answers in the heaven.
I was doing no such thing. Just leave me alone already.
The anger created by his harsh words bled over to Flux like a contagion. Wait, said Flux suddenly. Did someone just say contagion? Yes, I believe so. What of it? Well, that villager told us to watch out for contagious words, right? The mayor leaned forward with renewed interest, pushing a startled Vice aside in the process. He must have said something, right? Asked the mayor. Some specific combination of words. What was it? It was about dreaming, or something that dreams, or... Oh, what the hell was it? A sheep! Cried Vice suddenly, blurting out the first thing that popped into his head. The others stared at him for a moment before slowly shaking their heads. After a few more minutes of thought, Flux's face suddenly lit up. I remember, he said. Those who dream... That's what he said, I'm sure of it. At this, the mayor produced a thick sheet of papers from his pocket. He flipped through them a few times before finally nodding his approval at Flux. That sounds right, he said as a stray sheet of paper fluttered to the ground. My notes also mentioned something about that. I bet it was the last thing you heard before you fell asleep. The mayor shook his head, his worn pencil stub tracing lines across a lone piece of paper. For the last month, I've done nothing but study the disease we call the death dream, he said. I mean, I'm the mayor, right? It's my job to protect the people from whatever comes along. But I never expected a couple of outsiders to start entering people's dreams. The mayor paused, a grimace crossing his face. I should probably be taking notes or something. Vice immediately fired back, rather. I applaud the force of will it takes to research a disease in your dreams, he said, but perhaps we should bend your efforts to escaping this place instead of trying to understand it. The mayor's hand tightening around his pencil, snapping off the tip. I've tried to escape. From the first moment I realized I was locked inside my own dream, I've been looking for a way out. But I don't think it exists. I mean, this is my dream, right? If there was an exit, I'd know about it. He paused for a moment, his unfocused eyes staring at nothing. My village was beautiful, he said to no one in particular, and it was filled with the most wonderful people you could have ever hoped to meet. But once the disease took hold, things changed. It's like someone took a sponge and soaked all the color out of our lives. I just want us to be whole again. I want us to be free. And I won't stop trying until it happens. Flux nodded in agreement. Huh? Wait a second. I didn't nod. Look, if we can be any help, said Flux, just ask. No, hold on. Wait. No, hold on. I did not just say that. Silence! Cried Vice. The Grimoire looked from Flux to the mayor and back again, his face filling with confidence. Grimoire Vice's face is always filled with confidence, thank you very much. Now see here, Mayor, you told us that nothing can exist in this dream without your knowing of it. But yet you seem surprised to see us when we first arrived, yes? The mayor slowly raised his head, realization dawning on his face. Oh my god, he said. You're right. You're right. I had no idea you were coming. The human imagination is a limitless engine, said Vice, and dreams are the fuel. If you can imagine an exit, then it must be so. Oh goody, more self-promotion. Oh yeah, cool. I had a feeling. Bye. Banned instantly. I fucking hate you. Just throwing it out there. Get a life. With your permission, we shall search it out. I already knew just from, like, the lead-in. They didn't say anything about the game. Like, they didn't show any sort of emotional thing. They're just like, hey, how's it going? That's usually the lead-up. Like, it's fucked, but it's, like, such a kind opener that, like, I'd do. But it's usually the start to a self-promotion thing. It's fucking AI, too, half the time. 90% of the time, I should say. With your permission, we shall search it out. Thank you, said the mayor. I don't know how I can repay you. Payment is not required. We're eager as you to be done with this place. The mayor suddenly felt as if he could breathe again. He'd almost forgotten what it was like. Good luck, you two, he called to the departing forms of Flux and Vice. We're all counting on you. As Flux slowly faded into the misty forest, the mayor was struck by a sense of deja vu. I saw this man once before, he thought. But where? Clankers. Jesus. Yeah. Flux's mood darkened as he trudged through the forest. Hours earlier, when the beauty of the place was still a new thing, he'd been confident they could get in, find the exit, and be home in time for dinner. But the deeper they went, the more the forest closed in around him. The mist made it difficult to see more than a foot in any direction, and moss-covered rocks seemed determined to twist his ankle. More than once he'd been forced to steady himself on the rough bark of a tree, and his hands now left small trails of blood on everything he touched. Additionally, Vice was proving to be a spectacularly poor traveling companion. Unhindered by either terrain or physical effort, he spent most of his time urging Flux to pick up the pace and grumbling about their slow progress. Finally, after Weiss muttered something about legless turtles being more adept at navigating the environment, Flux snapped. Okay, Weiss, cram it for a second, would you? You don't have to walk! Flux leaned against the tree and tried to stretch the knots from his back. How could this stupid forest be so big? He muttered to himself. The moment the word tumbled from his mouth, a cacophony of insects sprang to life. Every imaginable form of buzz, click, and hiss roared out at a volume that rattled his teeth. Flux slapped his hand over his ear and screamed to be heard. Weiss, what's going on? Flux could see Weiss's mouth moving, but he might as well have been shouting in a tornado. The insects screamed. The forest howled. And then, just as Flux's ears seemed ready to tear from his head and go running for cover, the sound diminished. Hesitantly, he removed the hand from his left ear and listened to the creatures of the woods. Zree, 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 zree. Shack, shack, shack. Bro's doing a let's read. That's what it's turned into. As the insect's symphony dimmed another decibel, Flux began to detect patterns in the sound. This isn't random, he thought. It's not just white noise, it's something else. The insects were just calling out. They were asking questions. They weren't just calling out, they were asking questions. 1 with it is lacking. 2 with it is ideal. 3 with it is dangerous. What is it? By my pages, is this a riddle? I guess so. I mean, it feels sort of forced, but maybe it's the key to getting out of this place. Then I leave it to you to answer. 1 with it is lacking. 2 with it is ideal. 3 with it is dangerous. What is it? The answer is a secret. The answer is a seesaw. How should I know? Oh. Secret? Hold on. A secret. Inwardly furious that Weiss left the task to him, Flux sighed and gave the only answer that made sense. It's a secret. Right? The sound of the insects stopped as suddenly as it began. The forest undergrowth parted before Flux like a rippling wave, opening a new path. These forest arthropods are making a road for us. These forest arthropods are making a road for us, said Weiss with glee. Pleased at passing the test, Flux moved on with new intensity. The path offered his body relief from the undergrowth, but gave even greater cheer to his mind. As long as they were on a path, their journey had a purpose. I guess the forest has accepted us, huh? Said Flux after a bit. Weiss spun around to face his companion. Do not mistake the will of this forest for some happy pet you can suddenly befriend. We have no idea where this path leads. As Weiss finished speaking, the pair turned a corner and found themselves facing a clear forest spring. Smiling, Flux picked up a small rock and sent it skipping across the surface of the water. Good heavens, said Weiss. His surprise was understandable. Each time the rock struck the surface of the water, a musical note rang out. When the rock finally stopped moving and sank to the bottom of the spring, the ripple it left behind came together to form words. I enter through the window, but break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I? Light? Absurdly easy, barked Weiss. Now answer it! Flux grit his teeth and tried not to reach out and strangle his companion. He's right after all. This one is pretty easy. I enter through the window, but break no glass. When the night falls, I vanish. What am I? Sunlight. Sunlight! A plume of water suddenly burst from the spring. Sunlight filtered through the trees and reflected off the plume, creating a shimmering rainbow that spanned the entire horizon. In all my years, said Vice softly, I have never seen such a sight. Perhaps I have misunderstood the intentions of this place. Hey, look! Cried Flux, awakening Wise from his daze. There's a house or something over there. Glancing in the direction of his friend's extended hand, Vice saw a small cottage nestled among the trees. That's weird, isn't it, Vice? I mean, who would build a house all the way out here? Flux walked over and pounded on the door. After a minute of solid banging, the door cracked open and a small man peered out. His body was cloaked from neck to toe in a large black cape, while his face was obscured by mist. Kingdom Hearts. Began Flux, but before he could get any further, the cloaked man held a hand up and began speaking. I have 4 legs in the morning, and 2 at noon, but end the night with 3. What am I? Typical answer to this one is a person. Flux tried to ask the cloaked man who he was and what he was doing there, but he simply repeated the question. If we wish to engage this man in conversation, said Wise, it seems we must answer his riddle. Yeah, I suppose so, said Flux. Well, at least it's an easy one. A man. The mist dissolved from the cloaked figure as he spoke a single word. Correct. With that, the man flung his garment aside, revealing his true identity. You're the mayor, cried Flux. The small man slowly shook his head. I am not the mayor you know. Now listen to my words. Long ago I saw a version of you that was not yourself. Sorry, what do you mean? What's that mean? It will make sense in time. At present, I simply congratulate you on cracking the seal of the death dream. Now, you must go to the person at the forest entrance. With that, the man turned on his heel and slammed the door behind him. As Flux watched, mist seeped from the ground and enveloped the cottage, erasing it from existence. When Flux and Vice returned to the forest entrance, they found the mayor leaning against the tree. As soon as he caught sight of the duo, he sprang to his feet and scrambled over to them. Good gravy, he cried. You made it! You actually made it back! His left hand grasped Flux's and pumped it so fiercely it threatened to dislodge it from the socket, while his right seized Vice by the cover and swung him through the air. What if the rest of the game is like this? I'd fucking scream at a point. Like, if I got, like, hours into this, like, pure text, I think I'd just, like, put my fucking thing in sleep mode and just leave and turn off the stream and come back, like, a different day and just do a day of non-stop this, because it seems like there's no saves. God, by the heavens, stop shaking me, you fool! We have not even told you if we were successful or not. The mayor smiled broadly and shook his head. I'm just happy you're alive. I didn't think I'd ever see you again. Flux withdrew himself from the mayor's eager handshake with a slight smile. We broke the Death Dream seal, he said. At least I think we did. This truly is a postmodern RPG. The game... The mayor's face beamed as Flux filled him in on the details. When the tale was done, the 3 of them laid down on the forest ground and fell asleep. Flux cocked his head. Okay, hang on a second. This is crazy. Why wouldn't we just lay down and go to sleep? Cease your endless prattle and go to sleep, fool. Fight against the rules of this place is futility itself. Flux and the mayor obediently reclined atop the grassy earth. You've forgotten, continued Vice. It is words that control the death dream, words that allow us to move from place to place. No matter how unnatural they seem, the words are absolute. Therefore, if the words tell us to sleep, then sleep we shall. And once we do, the story will continue. With that, the trio found their eyes growing heavy, their breath slowing. "This is the first time," began the mayor. "The first time I've felt tired since I was imprisoned here." His words were cut off by a loud, long yawn, and he remembered nothing more. They might have slept for an hour, or a year. When they awoke, things had a slightly more real quality to them. The mist felt thicker, the leaves greener. It was clear that they had awakened from their dream. Flux shook the mayor's shoulder gently. "Good news," he said. "I think we made it." "Oh wow," said the mayor in an odd voice. "We did it. We did. I'm back." He blinked once, and then again, as if not quite believing the sight before him. "You two have no idea how much this means. The death dream was spreading through our village, and I wanted to... Well, I thought I could figure out how to stop it, but I guess this wasn't the case. I must have caught the disease and become trapped in my own dream." The mayor started to stand, then collapsed back to the earth. He stared at his legs as if trying to remember how they worked, then glanced at Flux and shrugged. Without a word, the young man reached down and pulled the mayor to his feet. "Real life may take some getting used to," said the mayor as a wry smile crossed his lips. You shall relearn in short order, I'm sure," said Vice. "For now, we should return to your home and rest." "Or you should." "No," said the mayor, swaying on unsteady feet. "No, I can't. Some of the villagers are still trapped in the death dream. I have to save them." The mayor slowly made his way to the divine tree in the center of the village, then bowed his head and prayed silently. "This is a holy tree," he explained when the prayer was finished. "It's the guardian of our village's history and memories. Superstition will only make our mission..." I need to read ahead who I'm reading, because then I start doing the wrong voice for the wrong person. "Superstition will only make our mission harder," muttered Weiss. "We should not put our faith in the gods." The mayor shook his head. "Not the gods. The words. Legend says our tree is home to a powerful magic known as a sealed verse." Flux and Weiss could not contain their surprise. It seemed a goal had been found in the most unexpected of places. "I say," muttered Weiss, "this is certainly a stroke of luck." As the three of them said their goodbyes, Flux mentioned the strange man who had given them the third riddle, and the mysterious words he had left them with. "I once saw a version of you that was not yourself," muttered the mayor. "What in the world does that mean?" Lost in thought, he stared into space for a long moment. "You know," he said softly, "this is going to sound odd, but I had the feeling I'd seen you before, too." Flux tried to keep a straight face and failed, but the mayor didn't seem to notice. Well, I mean, he's gonna read that, so now he is gonna notice. "Deja vu, right? Anyway, I figured it's just some kind of illusion created by the death dream. It probably doesn't mean anything." Flux gave the mayor a nod and a smile, but inwardly his thoughts were racing. There's something wrong about the mayor and his words. And what exactly is going on here? The riddle would prove to be the most difficult one of all.
Oh, thank you so much. Now I can finally return to a normal life.
This is one of the most bizarre diseases I have ever encountered.
I know. That's why we have to help the other villagers, no matter what.
Cool story, bro. Obtained dark execution magic. Summon magical spikes from the ground to impale enemies. Charge to increase the number of spikes.
For a sealed verse, that didn't take much effort.
Yes, all a touch too easy if you ask me. It's almost as if someone was guiding us to this village.
Don't overthink it, Vice.
I'm not gonna lie. The urge to do it again and do the different choices is pretty high. I kind of want to. But I would be able to skip through it easier if I did. Like wrong choices and such. Also, cool story, bro, is so. It just makes it's a good joke. I don't have the words for it. Very adept for the situation is what I was thinking, but I don't even know if that does it justice. How about this for different choices? Don't. Okay, do what you want. I mean, here's the thing. I can easily skip through to the choices and just see what happens. Other load. Yes. Not to mention, because I went straight to him, I am wondering what happens if I go like a little further up to the other two people that were there. It was him, but then there's these people over here.
Hi there. Hello?
Real bright and cheerful, Pogola.
See? I missed that. Begins.
What? I'm in your...
Now see...
I've never yelled at you a day in my life. Here we go. How should I know? Vice's mouth flew open, but before he could say anything, the world suddenly shifted. Lots of noises. When Flux came to, he was once again surrounded by the sounds of insects. You do, then you spit in my face and threaten me, my loved ones. My loves ones. Ha, you couldn't even spell it right. Look at you, you're stupid, you're stupid! Stupid. Anyway, I'm gonna push your brother over. Alright. Joke over, joke over. Cries of the insects were creating words. Words he had heard somewhere before. 1 with it is lacking, 2 with it is ideal, 3 with it is dangerous. What is it? So it just reset me. A seesaw! Oh, it's a seesaw! Wise's mouth flew open before he could say anything. The world shifted. And then it restarts. Okay. Can I even pause during this? I can't, so I have to go through the whole thing now. A bird! Weiss emitted a low groan and fell to the ground with a thump. Surely even your foolishness is not so profound. Guess you're right, said Flux. That doesn't make sense, does it? A letter! Indeed, said Weiss. I am so very tired of letters sprouting legs and fleeing my room in the dead of night. Oh, yeah, that doesn't make sense, does it? Vice turned from Flux and fluttered his pages sadly. Perhaps I should have taken on this challenge after all. A demon! As soon as the words were spoken, the forest began to swirl around them. Leaves browned and fell from trees, branches withered and died. The tall green grass shriveled into dark curls of ash. Suddenly, a massive demon appeared before Flux and unleashed a tremendous roar. Wrong! Now try again! An angel! As the words were spoken, Flux found himself covered in snow of perfect white feathers. A warm, gentle feeling ran up his spine as a creature of unimaginable beauty shimmered into existence. Flux found himself unable to hold back tears as the being's voice rang out. You are incorrect. Please, make another choice. Just so you know, I could kick your ass. Probably. More than likely. You've been in fights, I haven't. There's a discrepancy there. I am also a soft baby. A man.
Oh, now I could. I know.
Okay. Wrong thing. Not really needed, but I am gonna go back to my save, where I did everything first try. And now we have 2 more quests.
Now I can finally return to a normal life.
This is one of the most bizarre.
I know. That's why we have to help the other villagers, no matter what.
This person must be dreaming too.
It would appear that way, yes.
Oh boy, okay. I always cried after fights. Not because it hurt, I just felt guilty and was afraid of someone telling my mom, so she really... That's fair. Here we go.
I can't say I'm very excited to go back there. That dream world sort of creeps me out.
Perhaps you should spend less time complaining and more time getting on with the mission.
Yeah.
I breathe air scented with death and resist the urge to laugh, for I know it will sound like the words of a madman. How long have I been in this fresh hell? My box, it feels like I'm reading that one guy. Fucking, like Balthazar or something like that. Ugh, I didn't fucking even go into another page, god damn it. Man, what's his name? It's a mock news interview bookstore. Damn, oh well, I don't remember it, but He had like a, and to this I would say, I don't know, my box, my prison, is tucked beneath a stairway in the long, unused catacombs of some infinite castle. Outside, I hear the sound of a funeral dirge that plays without end. Light has no place here. Fine, the wind is a forgotten friend. I pray for death to come. He forsakes me, I don't know. Time passes, and eternity slips by in a single tick of the clock. Someone knocks on my prison. He talked like that. I don't remember what it is, but it's like it was a guy dressed in like really goth-like clothes, and he was like a nerdy, nervous guy. Kept going. I don't know. It was like a really popular fucking like thing for like a short while, a good number of years back. Sucks because he like just recently came up. Like I watched. He turns out he had a movie and I watched it recently. Ugh. Anyway. Anyone there? I hear an unfamiliar voice say. My savior! I claw at the door of my jail, embedding thick splinters under my ragged nails. Ugh. I scream for help. I laugh. I sob. And surely this is a product of my adult mind. Surely it can't be true. Help me! I cry. For the love of all the gods, help me! Impossibly, I hear the voice of a lock being torn out from falling to the floor. As the door slowly creaks open, I have just enough time to see a silver-haired boy and a floating book before the light pours inside. My eyes, accustomed to blackness, explode with pain, and I am forced to turn away. Who are you? I ask, shaking my hands, covering my face. How have you come to this place? I am Grimoire Weiss. This is Flux. Long have we been searching for you. Now come, stand. We shall awaken from this nightmare together. The one known as Flux extends his hand and pulls me from my cell. Though my eyes are slow to adjust to freedom, my ears are keen as ever, and they recognize the staccato sounds of heavy rain. I never thought to hear that again, I whisper. Would that this were not such a terrible storm, said Grimoire Weiss. Look at your feet. I force my eyes open and see water pooling around my ankles and lapping at my shins. There's so much of it. Yes, and more comes each moment we delay. If we do not make our escape, we shall drown in this castle. Heavy rain. Sean! Great game. We know you are weak, but you are our only hope to survive this place. Time. That long-forgotten friend, made itself known again. I nodded my head and swore to save my rescuers, no matter the cost. The castle catacombs are a maze, twisting upon themselves like the endless entrails of a giant. I squint down the dim corridors and proceed north. At the end of the corridor, I find a row of 20 gorgeous canopies, beds, resting atop a carpet of velvet. All are covered in a thick layer of dust and cobwebs. Searching for the door to the next room, I come upon a shapeless mass of gray matter. It has been shoved against the side of the wall, and despite my fever, I think I see the outlines of a door just beyond. When I reach out a finger and touch a piece of the mass, it turns to dust and drifts away on the wind. Realization slowly dawns, and I fall to my knees and weep. Corpses. I face a mountain of charred and crumbled corpses. I look from it to the beds and back again until the horror dawns full upon me. Someone has piled these bodies into a tower and set them ablaze. Whether they were alive or dead, I do not know. Insanity will not permit me to consider the proposition further. Make a sound. Whether scream or laughter, I cannot be certain. Then my mind grants me merciful blackness, and I find myself opening the door and leaving that most terrible of rooms. Oh yeah? I squint the dim corridors. East. I squint the dim corridors. North. I squint the dim corridors. North more. At the end of the path, The waters rise to my waist, exhausting me both physically and spiritually. I pray that this is the way out. Eventually, I can stand the sight of the waters no longer and so turn my eyes upward. Imagine my surprise when I see a series of paintings hanging on the faded plastered walls. Each depicts a person in the prime of life, clad in clothing of the highest quality. The styles, however, are strange to me, leading me to believe that these people had lived long, long ago. One subject wears an outfit that particularly catches my eye. It is constructed of thin, breezy cloth and decorated with a motif of flowers and birds, while encircling the figure's waist is a leather belt of the most perfect construction. It is a stunning costume even by modern standards. As I gaze at the portrait, I am struck by a desire to touch it with my own hands. Yet, as I extend a single finger to the painting, I am gripped by a most unpleasant feeling. Staring closely at the image, I see it bend and warp into the shape of another finger. Something behind the picture is pointing at me. Is it another prisoner? A fellow inmate trapped for eternity in this place. I cannot let it pass, and so I seize the portrait with both hands and throw it into the water. The wall is hollow behind the painting, and inside, I can just make out a body. Whether or not this is a prisoner, there will be no rescue. The poor soul is long dead. Scraps of clothing lie on the floor around the bones. Only a small amount of the fabric has survived, but it features the same delicate designs that were depicted in the portrait. I've been admiring a row of corpses, blocked from view by portraits of each victim at their pinnacle. Enough. Shielding my eyes, I paddle forward through the water. I squint down the dim corridors and proceed south. I squint down the dim corridors and proceed west. At the end of the path, a row of heavy wooden casks lie on their sides in a dark chamber. Doubtless they are filled with wine. My thirst roars to life. I cannot remember the last time my parched throat had relief. I scramble to the first cask and pull frantically at the cork. The theft of a few cups means nothing, I tell myself. The cask will be ruined by the flood regardless. Finally, the cork surrenders to my attack, and thick red liquid bursts forth from the hole. Blood? This is no wine. It is blood, still warm from the body. Whether animal or something else I cannot say. The foul liquid soon mixes with the rising floodwaters, creating a warmth that laps against my thighs. By all the gods, are the rest of these casks filled with blood as well? I lack the courage to confirm my suspicion, disgust quickly becoming fear as I turn to flee. But my weakened legs betray me, sending me toppling over in the red ocean below. The smell of death is everywhere. It threatens to consume me. I must escape this hell. Crawling on all fours like an animal, holding back screams lest any foulness enter my mouth, I lurch forward through the red waters and out of the room to freedom. Squint down the dim corridors and proceed east. And then south. Oh wait, no. The water has risen to my chin and now laps greedily in my mouth and nose. Oh, that wasn't dialogue. You dumb bat! Shouted Flux. He surely desires to say more, but the rest of his insult is cut short by the rising water, where more vice and wet and tattered floats on the water's surface. It is already too late for him. This wasn't how it was supposed to end. Okay, so there. Ah! What the fuck was that? Did it just bite me? What? Oh, there's a fucking thorn in my pant leg, and it just went against my leg really hard all of a sudden as I adjusted in my seat, and that fucking scared the shit out of me. I thought I was getting bit. Ow. I don't know if you've ever seen foxtails before, Milk, but they suck ass. Hold on, I gotta get a... Shit, right. I spilled water on it the other day. I spilled water on it. Is it good now? It's a little crunkly. You can hear it a lot better now because of how fucking crunkly it is. It was quiet before. Okay. Alright, I am here. That guy is still there, he's not dead. Meaning we can do this again.
This person must be dreaming.
It's
Can't.
perhaps.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to rewind a bit to remind myself what paths I chose. Actually, I can't remember. That's going to be a lot of scrolling. Oh yeah, we have those here. They hurt. They fucking suck, bro. They grow in my backyard every single year in droves. Okay, let's get up to the first choice. I have no choice. But I can still mark anyway. Start here. I did east here before, because I think, here's the thing, we just learned that going in circles will lead to our demise. South is where I literally just came from, so we go east. Then we go north again. And then I tried north last time. And then I tried east last time. Or was it west? I went north twice. It was my first thing. Okay, here's my choices. North. And I do north again. Then I have to go back south. And then I chose west. Okay. West, which was also a dead end. So now I go east. The south leads back to where I came from, which is what I stupidly did, and then I drowned because I tried to go back up north. At the end of the path, I find myself in a great hall with only the sounds of rain for comfort. The waterlogged red carpet squishes beneath my feet as I approach the center of the room. Once there, I behold a beautiful dining table upon which rests china and silver of the finest construction, as well as the remains of a fantastic feast. As my eyes continue to adjust, I see many chairs surrounding the table, each holding a dinner guest. Noticing movement, I approach the chair at the table's head, but as the truth of the matter dawns on me, I recoil in horror. The host of the feast is a corpse, as are all the invited guests. An army of foul, wriggling insects have made homes in their remains, and this is the movement I saw. This once splendid feast was now nothing more than a requiem for the damned. I take a moment to steady my shaking hands, then slowly back away from the table. Desperate to lose sight of the abomination before me, my gaze lands on the chairs upon which the dead were seated. This is a mistake, for the chairs proved to be more terrible than the feast itself. Each one is covered in a layer of spikes that runs from the seat up to the back and down the arms. This explains the color of the carpet beneath my feet. I can only pray that the unfortunate diners were dead before the meal began. Or if not, it is a simple task to envision the agonizing screams they must have sprung forth from their mouths. My mind grasps frantically at the possibility that these souls had committed some terrible crime for which this was a punishment. You know, it's really unfortunate having to do a goddamn, text adventure when I'm so dyslexic at times. It's a struggle to keep reading at points, and I'm just making simple mistakes. Though in truth, I suspect that they had committed no crimes at all. There would be no tomorrow for these unfortunates. This was their last supper. I squint down the dim corridors and proceed north. One. Against all hope, we make it to the front door. "Break it down," someone cries, and so I give myself to the effort. In tandem with Flux and Grimoire Vice, I slam my body against the thick, sturdy door. On the third try, it gives way, and we find ourselves sprawled on the ground outside the castle. The storm is in retreat. The clouds above are still dark and foreboding, but to the west, I can see a thin shimmering of sunlight trying to break through. How can I thank you? I cry as tears join the rain on my cheeks. I would surely have died in there. Looking down, I suddenly notice that my dress is in tatters. It's a girl! Oh, whoops. I sheepishly try to cover my exposed skin. "The old dress?" asked Vice. "Then you are a woman, madam?" Same thought. Couldn't have told. They didn't tell me anything. "I am." I proffer the two a smile. Flux is it's the current year. You can't assume that. Listen, bud, you're right. But I have to put a voice to it. Else it just be my own, and then it's whatever. I suppose that comes as something of a surprise, seeing as how I exist only in the form of words. See, I can see that the one known as Flux is disappointed that the torn dress will be given no further description. But he hides it well. With a nod and a shrug, the three of us set forth to our awakening. But behind us, an awakening of another kind is taking place. Black smoke fills the abandoned castle, providing the countless damned souls inside with their final shroud. After a moment, the castle's windows shatter with a mighty roar. A fresh breeze blows through the hallways and corridors, clearing the smoke away for good. As we watch in awe, uncountable black shadows slowly flicker to life, crossing to and fro in front of the broken windows. No, man, it's too late. Google Docky for you. Damn it! The castle's dead have awakened to their new life as shades. Now her hood is off, meaning I can actually see her.
You have anything to say about that?
Hopefully there will be no labyrinth next time.
I hear that.
Hooray!
Thank you so much for saving me. I never want to have a dream like that again.
She's gonna dream of that every single night for the rest of her life because it was a nightmare. Talk about a vocal workout, though.
Another victim. This work certainly is trying.
I figured a book like you would be into all this word stuff, Vice.
Even I have my exceptions. Now let's be off.
A colony of massive sculptures was visible in the distance, their tall forms scraping against the sky. Vice and Flux had never seen such a sight, and their eyes widened as they tried to take it in.
Those buildings must be huge if we can see them from this far away.
Dialogue? How come this one gets dialogue?
What do you think, Vice?
As Vice considers his answer, the sun beat down on them with a renewed ferocity.
Perhaps they are some manner of mirage.
Under this heat, a mirage or two would hardly be an unexpected sight. Flux nodded and wiped the sweat off his brow. Now the fucking dialogue's gone. Leaving a trail of sand in its place. He thought he'd been so thirsty. Or, he'd never been so thirsty. Where did I even get... He thought he'd never been so... No, I did read... Fucking goddamn it, dude. The ancient road on which they walked was black and cracked with age. Here and there, thin wisps of grass pushed up through the rocky surface, as if defying those who had laid this material down over their home. The heat reflecting from the road made Flux lightheaded. His feet hurting, he crouched down to rest. I don't know how much longer I can do this. Is someone playing a joke on us or what? Complaining had already begun. Vice tried not to let his eyes roll too much. A joke, he said. No. No joke. This road leads to the city of art. Perhaps the path itself is simply some manner of grand artistic work. You don't sound very sure of yourself there. Perhaps not. But think of it this way. Thinking of it in this way might make it easier for you to bear. Flux glanced at Vice's grinning face, shook his head, and resumed walking. As time passed, Flux's feet grew more painful, and his throat drier than he thought possible. He tried not to look further than the next step ahead, because the bright sunlight made him hesitant to trust his own senses. We are definitely getting closer, said Vice in an effort to cheer his companion. Yes, this much is certain. Encouraged, Flux lifted his gaze. Suddenly, he stopped walking, choosing instead to stand in the middle of the road with his mouth and eyes wide open and his fingers pointing in the distance. Water! He cried. It's water! Water? Asked Vice. Preposterous! I don't see any water. Over there, just ahead of us, look! The sun is reflecting off of it. Without waiting for a response, Flux sprang to life and bounded towards the site. What in the... There was no water. There was nothing but... What in the... There was no water. There was nothing but sand in every direction. Flux closed his eyes and sighed, as Vice floated up behind him and chuckled softly. I believe this is known as a mirage, he said. Many a desert traveler has spoken of such things. Flux shook his head, bewildered. Suddenly, he pointed off in the distance, his eyes wide once more. Wait, there it is! I just missed it. Look, it's right there! Flux sprinted off again, leaving Vice with no choice but to follow. After a few minutes of running, Flux came to a halt. I could have sworn it was right around here. Confused, he put his hands to his eyes and rubbed them vigorously. As soon as he stopped, he noticed a blue shimmering pool of clear water just over the next rise. With a shout, he bounded off in search of it. The chase continued for nearly an hour, until an exasperated Vice finally floated up to Flux and struck him in the face with his cover.
Enough, you blithering idiot! Stop this at once! There is no water here.
Flux's face clouded. There isn't?
There is not, and perhaps next time you will listen to me when I tell you as much.
Vice paused for a moment, then continued speaking in a slightly kinder tone. However, I suppose this mad chase was not altogether wasted. It seems we have arrived in the City of Art. Flux looked up. Stretched out before him was a row of impossibly tall sculptures. Their journey was at an end. They're huge! Cried Flux, completely forgetting the heat and pain of the past few hours. I've never seen anything so big. Each sculpture was formed from roughly the same shape, a tall rectangle that stretched up toward the sky. But that is where the similarities ended. Most were covered with panes of glass that reflected light in 1,000 directions, while others seemed to be nothing but frames of steel. Some had tall spires on their tops, while others possessed triangular caps. What kind of city is this? Said Flux. Where are the people? Where are the houses? Perhaps the land is intended exclusively for artistic use. The debate continued as they made their way through the city. Miracles of artistry were everywhere. Great iron crates with wheels sat silent on steel rails. Beautifully carved works with lights of red, amber, and green dangled over every street. As they moved away from the massive sculptures, they found a great array of smaller ones. Some were covered in glass or brick, but many were composed of materials they had never before encountered. The sheer variety of colors and styles was staggering. Unable to find a theme or purpose to the abstract works around them, Flux and Vice eventually fell silent. On the outskirts of the city, they discovered 3 sculptures in the shape of humans. Flux uttered a sigh of relief as he approached them. Finally, I was getting tired of modern art. The 3 statues were indistinguishable, except for a single word chiseled onto their right arms. One read Alpha, one read Beta, and the final one read Gamma. As Flux moved to touch the nearest statue, a bird flew from the top of one of the sculptures, alighting on the statue's shoulder. It emitted a brief, beautiful song that took the form of words. Only one form is real, the others are false. The real form will always speak the truth. The false one will only speak lies. With that, the bird departed. As if on cue, the 3 statues shuddered to life, acquiring color and form as it began to breathe. Hey, look at that, said Flux. They're alive. The triplets bowed low before Flux. Please, said Alpha, you have to get me out of this nightmare. I'm real. Stop lying, said Beta. He turned to Flux and threw his hands in the air. Alpha is fake. You know, I'm the real one. What a load of crap, said Gamma. Beta is fake. Everyone knows I'm the real one around here. The respective pleas given, the 3 statues returned to their frozen state as silence once again enveloped the city. When you consider all the statements, only one of them could be the real thing. When you consider all the statements, only one of them could be the real thing, said Vice. Flux furrowed his eyebrows and considered his answer. Only one form is real, the others are false. The real form will speak the truth, the false ones will speak lies. Hold on. It didn't tell me this their words again, but Alpha said he's real. Beta said Alpha's not real, and that he's real. Gamma said B is not real, or beta is not real, and that he's real. I think it's beta. Because another thing that Gamma said was that you can't believe what beta says, but he didn't say specifically alpha isn't real. Because if he said alpha wasn't real, he'd be lying. Or he'd be telling the truth, and so he can't do that. Because alpha isn't real. And being he said that beta can't be trusted, that would also I think it's beta. There's a lot of fucking complications here, but I'm fairly certain it's beta. The real one is beta. Though Flux's voice betrayed a notable lack of confidence, he was relieved to see Vice nodding at him. If Alpha were telling the truth, began Vice in the dry tone of a lecturer, Beta and Gamma would be fakes, but in that case, Gamma's claim that Beta is fakes would be the truth. Even though Gamma is a liar, therefore the theory crumbles. Exactly, that one too. Now, let us presume that Gamma spoke the truth. That makes Alpha and Beta liars. In this situation, however, Beta is calling Alpha a liar, which would leave us with two statues telling the truth. That's what I was saying. And I was about to say, even, and then I said, I'm just not going to start there. It explained it for me, doesn't matter. Finally, let us assume that Beta is telling the truth. If so, Alpha and Gamma's lies would make sense. Therefore, Beta must be real. As Vice finished the explanation, Alpha and Gamma crumbled soundlessly into dust, while Beta sprang to life once more. Congratulations, villager, said Vice in a cheerful tone. The time to awaken has arrived. Thank you for saving me, cried the villager. He dropped to his knees and bowed his head, as low as it could go, before an uncomfortable flux pulled him to his feet. Why did you have a dream like this? Asked Vice. Have you been to this city before? The villager slowly looked around at the bizarre objects and sculptures that dotted the landscape, then shook his head. I don't think so. I mean, it's impossible, right? There's no way I could have ever been to a place like this, but at the same time, I feel like I've seen it before. Deja vu? Muttered Flux. Just like the mayor. The vague sense of unease that struck Flux during the mayor's dream spread once more through his mind.
That was rough.
I am positive I have seen that place before.
Okay, that's enough. Don't need you getting all weird on me too. Okay, there. Now all the villagers can wake up, right?
Yes, if the mayor's assumption was correct. I think I have had enough wordplay to last a lifetime. Thank you very much.
You're telling me. Anyway, let's go see the mayor.
I thought I was a goner there. Thanks for the help. What a strange dream. It almost felt familiar somehow.
You're never gonna guess what I'm about to do. I'm about to kill myself.
And another...
Hi.
Even...
Luckily. Yeah, it was sarcasm, you dweeb. Luckily, there's only one choice in the entire thing, so... I don't have a clue. Bucks took a long look at the statues and tried to clear his mind. On the outskirts of the city, they discovered 3 sculptures in the shape of humans. Okay, and then it repeats. It's totally Alpha. The real one is Alpha. The eyes of the statues shone with an eerie light. The light grew stronger and stronger until Flux and Vice were forced to turn away.
It would seem we failed.
Yeah.
We'd best act more carefully next time.
This is the worst job ever.
BT4? What is BT4? Battletoads? That's the meanest thing you've ever said to me, though. You're not even paying attention. How could you? Boo-hoo, boo-hoo. Kidding, of course, if it wasn't obvious. Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 4 mod. Right. Okay, same dialogue. Had a feeling. That's why I didn't even bother reading it.
Oh, how wonderful. Thank you so much. Here, I have something for you.
The one-handed sword Faith.
Wow, this looks valuable. I can really have it?
Of course. It's apparently a weapon of some renown, but we have little use for it.
Well, we appreciate it.
Thank you again for everything.
I simply cannot bear another of these infernal conversations. Let us save it for another time.
I'm messing with you anyway, but I do appreciate you coming by, I always do. Talk. Ah, hello again. You know, I've been trying to figure out a way to thank you for saving me, and I think I've got it. We're going to put up a statue of you. It will be 10 feet high and made of pure gold. Oh, and I know you don't own a horse, but I think we'll put you on one anyway. Horses just make people look more heroic, you know? How's that? You don't want a statue? Oh, I thought you'd really enjoy it. Regardless, thanks to your tireless efforts, our village is at peace once more. And at peace. Hahaha. That's a little agricultural joke right there. Anyway, I've been thinking about other things besides bad jokes and statues. I've also decided that we need to start holding the village festival again. We used to have it every year, but the last mayor thought it was old-fashioned or something, and he killed it. But since I'm the mayor, I can start it up again. That's not abusing my power or anything, is it? What's that? You want to hear about the festival? Well, the official name is the Feast of the 3 Days. We call it that because everyone sits around a huge table and eats for 3 days straight, no sleeping allowed. Oh, and we hold it on the foggiest days of the year, so it's hard to tell what you're eating. Some of the dishes are delicious, but some are really rare, and, well, there's some weird stuff in them. Let's leave it at that. Anyway, you'd be pretty surprised what you can eat when you haven't slept for a couple of days. I'll make sure that a room is prepared for you so you can be the guest of all. What? You can't come? You have to wash your hair? Oh, alright. Well, I guess that's understandable, what with the adventuring and all. Truthfully, I think this town needs more group bonding activities like that. It'll help us get to know each other, and also promote unity in times of crisis and so forth. Weiss coughed loudly. How much longer must we bear this insufferable flapping of this old fool's gums? He whispered to Flux. I'll let him talk, he just woke up. He probably has a lot to say. Weiss sighed. This must be what Popola meant by bright and talkative.
I simply cannot bear it.
And nothing. They don't even let me do it again.
I simply cannot bear another of these.
Fuck you. Oh, it's you. Can I talk to you for a minute? Here, over here. These are my neighbors. I was just telling them about the dream I had. You know, the one you rescued me from. They don't believe me. They say I'm making the whole thing up. Who would invent something like that? I remember the darkness. I remember the screams. Listen, you have to back me up here. They think I'm crazy. They need to understand. Tell them how you pulled me out of that cell, and there was water everywhere, and how it was rising so quickly. Part of me was convinced you had rescued me only to let me drown, you know? I don't want to drown. People talk about how it's peaceful, but I think they're lying. And tell them about the bodies. The bodies, oh gods, there were so many of them. There was the room with the beds and the corpses, like pieces of charcoal. I keep thinking about the fire and how it must have been, but then I don't want to remember it anymore, so I think about the wine. Only it wasn't wine, it was blood, and it was still warm. Sometimes I can still smell it. I'll be eating a piece of pie or something, and all I can smell is that warm blood mixing with the rising water. It's hard to eat now. When I see a table, I think about the feast and the guests, and how the carpet squished beneath my feet when I walked. Who the hell told this person drowning is peaceful? I don't know, but it fucked up. I was thinking the same thing, but I was just like, I'm not even gonna dive into that. I don't know, it's weird. The pictures are maybe the worst. I keep wondering if they knew they were going to die, and how they could sit still knowing that each stroke of the brush is a step closer to death. I think about stuff like that a lot now. Actually, I have a hard time thinking about anything else. I don't sleep much. Sleep is hard. I see terrible things when I close my eyes. Anyway, I was hoping you could tell my neighbors so they'd... Where did they go? They left a while ago, said Fluxy quietly. Doubtless they find your dreams a bit disturbing, said Weiss. Perhaps you could find something else to talk about with them, Such as the weather, or kittens. The villager smiled softly at Flux, but the smile soon faded from her face. As the two of them slowly backed away, they could see tears beginning to fall from the corners of her eyes.
I simply...
Poor thing. Genuinely. She's just fucking horribly plagued by it.
I simply cannot bear...
Told you she would just keep thinking about it. Nightmares. Oh hey, it's you. The guy who saved me from that crazy city. It's great to talk to you again. You're my hero, you know that? Oh come on, don't be shy, it's alright. The mayor even said we're going to build you a statue and everything. I hear you've been traveling the world. Good for you. Travel is the key to happiness, you know? Getting out in the world, meeting your fellow humans face to face, it really changes the way you see things. I think change like that will be vital in the new world that's coming. How's that? Me? No, I've never traveled. Never left this village, to tell you the truth. Still, I'd like to get out someday. I think our world is dying. Seriously, think about it. You got the black scrawl, the shades, the mysterious illness like the death dream. It's like something is trying to give us a warning. In fact, I'm sure this is a warning. We need to change our ways before it's too late. I'd like to help change the world, but I'm just a simple villager. Not like you guys. You're on the front lines of everything, rushing in with swords and magic spells and stuff like that. Hey, I know. Maybe we can join forces and change the world together. I mean, with your experience and talent and my, Well, whatever I have. Anyways, I think we could really make a difference. The world needs a leader. Someone who can unite the people on common purpose. He'd probably have to be kind of tough though, too. I mean, this isn't a world that appreciates calm discussion, you know? He'd also need to be smart and have the ability to look down the road and think about what's best for the future. I bet you'd be perfect. What do you say? Huh? You think I should do it? Oh, no. No, that's not... Oh, this is the same guy again, my bad. You think I should do it? Oh, no. No, that's not... I mean, thanks and everything, but no thanks. I'm not a public limelight kind of guy. I'd rather hang around the background and help from there, you know? Like an advisor, or a puppet master, or whatever they're called. Actually, I think I'd be pretty good at that. Flux and Vice left before the village could hand them a copy of his pamphlet, 10 Simple Ways to Save the World. As they walked, Vice pondered openly about the man. I suppose he is what they call an armchair general.
I simply...
Alright, and that's all we can get out of this small village. Got a lot of antidotal weeds weeds for sure. For free, for sure. How many do I have? 4? I'm thinking about grinding it out real quick, because those can be pretty helpful.
So how was the village?
Oh, it was truly magnificent. There are no words, really.
Huh. Neat.
Let's get back to Popola. She'll probably want to know what's going on in there.
Yeah, in a fucking minute. Thank God we're at time. Because my throat is sore. Bach. If you had to choose how you died between drowning, burning, or falling, which would it be and why is it falling? That's a question. Because I can do sweet air tricks. Truth. I personally feel like if it was a long enough fall, eventually the fear of it would give way and you can just kind of slightly enjoy it a bit. Even though I'm afraid of heights, I feel like it would still be the preferable choice. But if the choices were only drowning or burning, no, that's fucked. And I think I'd go for drowning, actually. Fucked thoughts, fucked thoughts. But I feel like you could like speed up the drowning a bit by just fucking inhaling. Internal pain versus external pain. I heard from testimonies that it's the opposite. When you see the view from the halfway down, it's all regret and helplessness. Yeah, that's why you don't look down. You turn your back to it. I'm saying these are like choices but not choices, you know? It's like, because obviously you wouldn't want to die, but you're being forced to, kind of thing. So I mean, like, regret and helplessness is going to be inherent to all of them. But that is an interesting tidbit of information I have not heard before. One more time. Apologies for grinding free shit that would otherwise cost me money. I want to die from eating a big ass steak like the trucker guy from The Simpsons. What the fuck? I don't know that episode. Bah. Alright. 10 antidote weeds, 10 medical herbs, 3 middle fingers, and punch to the gut. Medical. I'm going to punch you in the gut. Run into your brother. Really? Perhaps I should have come out and killed that every time I was grabbing the weeds too. I want to die by getting stabbed 37 times in the chest and then having my hands eaten. I also want to die from excessive Henya simping. True, you're saying she has a new outfit tomorrow? I'm sorry I ignored that message. I believe, in the middle of something. I can't remember anymore.
The death dream certainly is a strange illness.
That it is.
Yeah, it was something all right.
Even I, with my natural love for words, have no desire to visit that place ever again.
You guys did well. You've been making a lot of long trips lately. Are you sure you're not pushing yourself too hard?
I'm okay. I can't just sit around all day while Yona's sick after all.
If you say so.
So, anything I can do for you?
Well, I suppose there is one thing I could use a hand with. Have you heard about our plans to repair the canal? The work probably won't happen for a while, but once it's done, we can use the canal for trade and travel and all kinds of useful things. Unfortunately, however, we're a bit behind schedule at the moment. If you're willing to help out, I'd really appreciate it.
No problem. What do you need?
Great. So, the man I originally asked to help on this project hasn't shown up for work in a few days. I'm starting to get a little worried, so maybe you can head over to Seafront and check up on him? I'll mark the location of his house on your map. He always carries a red bag over his shoulder, so he should be easy enough to find.
Got it.
Bah. Don't worry about it, you'll be getting screenshots from me like you always do, because I know how much you love that, can't get enough. I mean, I'm not opposed to it, is the thing. I'm always a fan of art, so...
The person I asked to help with the canal repairs should be in Seafront.
A red bag in Seafront. I can go like a little bit longer, I think. But
a canal, is it? Fascinating. If we had a ferry, we could put these days of endlessly running about behind us.
Don't you just float everywhere anyway?
Do you think I am borne aloft by the winds, lad? It takes stamina to maintain this height.
Oh, really?
You could at least try to hide the utter dismay, you know.
Doesn't look like...
Yeah. I wonder if the boar gets stronger with my levels. Probably not, but it's a thought. Okay, a man with a red bag in Seafront. Well, that happened fast. Hi there.
Hey, are you the guy who's supposed to help repair the canal? Popola sent me to...
Oh god, it's over. My life is over.
Surely you must realize nothing good can come of being involved with this particular endeavor.
Easy, Vice. Hey, so, are you alright? What happened?
It's my wife. She left home a week ago and hasn't come back.
It's my wife. My wife. She said it so weird.
I'm so worried I can't even focus on my work. Oh, my sweet dumpling, where are you?
Jesus. Also, you mentioned your hands getting eaten. Is that a Llamas with Hat reference? It was. Getting stabbed 37 times in the chest as well.
Wow, that's terrible. Would you like us to help you look for her?
Really? You do that for me?
Sure. But do you have any idea where we should start?
Well, she always used to enjoy drinking at the tavern with her friends.
Alright, then I guess we'll start with them.
What? That kills people.
Thank
I
you.
did not know
This
that.
means the world to me. Oh, and by the way, my wife always carries a red bag, just like mine. If you mention that, it might ring some bells.
I've met some odd couples in my day, but none who felt the need to wander about flaunting matching luggage.
You need to get with the times. Coordinated outfits are all the rage. Plus, these bags are special. We bought them for our anniversary. But now my sweet dumpling is gone. And it's all my fault.
How's it your fault?
Okay, okay. Just stay calm. We'll go look for her, alright? You sit tight.
Oh, I've been such an idiot. Please, if you have any information about my wife, anything at all, you gotta tell me, okay?
Hello.
I'm willing to bet that man knows more about his wife absconding than he's letting on.
I wonder if I missed some dialogue because I talked to him again. Hi, you're new.
Hey there, I'm, looking for a woman carrying a red bag.
Are you now? Interesting. Did something happen to her?
She hasn't been home and her husband's worried. Do you know anything about where she might be?
Trouble in paradise, is it? Oh, those two never change. Anyway, the short answer is no. She hasn't been around here either. Though come to think of it, she always got on well with the woman over at the tackle shop. Maybe you should try her?
I'll do that. Thanks.
Hey, what's the rush? You've got a cute face. Why not sit here and join me for a round? Or 3?
Sorry, ma'am, but I'm not old enough to drink.
What is it this time, cutie? You change your mind about that drink? I'm buying.
Still a minor, ma'am.
What is it this time?
Wild, you know. Anyway. Wait, this way? No, this map.
Hey there, do you know a woman with a red bag by any chance?
A red bag? Oh, sure. Although now that I think about it, I haven't seen her in a while. Last time she came around, she mentioned something about leaving town, but I figured it was just idle talk.
Leaving town, huh? Alright, thanks for your time.
I haven't seen that lady with the red bag lately. I hope everything's okay.
Woman map.
If she has truly left this charming hamlet, finding her may prove most difficult indeed.
I just hope she hasn't been attacked by shades or anything.
Oh, I've been...
I can't believe how much of a pathetic loser Altair has become. Honk Shua sleep on that thing? No, I don't want to go up there. Well, I don't think I've heard that one before. Good one. I stole it from a fucking...
Something about that shade seems rather odd.
Let me guess, it has a red bag. Yep. Fuck, stay out of my territory. I stole it from a VTuber. What can I say? Naka sent it to me.
It is identical to the red satchel carried by the man who sent us on this mad quest.
Something about that shade seems odd. Missile strike!
Perhaps it belongs to his spouse.
Oh no. Do you think the shades got her?
I fear it likely, lad. I sense no other activity in the immediate vicinity. We were too late.
Oh, this is terrible. What are we supposed to say?
However difficult it may be, we've no choice but to tell the man the truth.
Oh yeah, I have a new magic. Dark execution. Magical spikes, that's right. Huh. Ooh. So it starts forward, then it moves in several directions. Do you have theories about this game yet and the lore, or are you just enjoying yourself? I'm kind of just enjoying myself because I usually I'll have theories and shit going, but this is so wacky I can't even begin to get a grip. The best I've got, it's all a story. That's it. So none of it's real. It's all a book. Or it's literally meta commentary, and it's a game. It's literally it's a game for being a game.
Hey, did you find my sweet dumpling?
It's a Kingdom Hearts.
We didn't, but we got this off a shade.
You handed over the red bag.
Oh no, this is hers.
So our fears were correct.
Oh God, how could this happen to her? And this is all my fault.
If I may, my good man, why did your wife leave home in the first place?
It's because I
think we should give him some time to himself, Vice.
Honey, I'm home. Good heavens, you're a wreck. What's wrong?
Dumpling, you're not dead.
What in the world are you talking about?
Huh?
Oh, you found my bag. Thank you so much. I can't believe I went and dropped it like that.
Why did the shade grab it?
Oh, this is such a relief.
See, it's things like this that make you wonder what the fuck is the lore? Because why the fuck did the shade grab the bag?
Okay, seriously. What's going on?
5 minutes later.
I see. So, you found a shade with my bag and assumed I'd been attacked and killed?
I'm just glad you're safe, Dumpling, but I'm also so sorry. This is all my fault. Oh, if I didn't eat that apple you were saving. Oh, God, I'm such an idiot!
An apple? You're losing your mind over an apple?
Listen, I promise I'll never eat anything of yours again. You just promise never to run away from home again, okay?
Run away? Have you lost your mind? I just went to visit my parents.
Huh?
I told you about this. Going to see my family, gone for a week. Remember? Ugh, are you serious right now? Why don't you ever listen to me?
Lad, my brilliant intuition suggests we should beat a hasty retreat from these two with all speed.
No, I'm listening.
I can't believe you didn't listen to me, and you ate my apple. Ugh, you are the absolute worst.
What? Oh, You're some perfect angel. You didn't even care enough about our anniversary to hang on to your bag. You, kid, I'm right about this, yeah? If anyone's wrong here, it's my wife, right?
Oh my god. I'm being dragged in.
You're asking me?
We did stick around. Listen, alright. This is way more complex than just these two things they're giving. 'Cause, like, they're both fucking wrong. And that's not being offered as an option here. The man's wrong for not fucking listening. Has nothing to do with the apple. But he is wrong for not listening to just a simple thing about her leaving for a week. She's wrong for just fucking, oops, I lost the anniversary gift. I think he's probably more in the wrong.
Well, you shouldn't have eaten your wife's apple. That's not very nice.
But I was hungry, and it was just sitting there.
You are so pathetic.
Look, I'm glad you went looking for my wife and all, but that was low, friend. Low.
Uh-oh. Did I cross a line there?
Besides, it's pretty rich to come after me for an apple when you threw away my entire stamp collection.
Ha! You're damn right I did. And I'd do it again. You are nothing but a hoarding slob. You there. My husband's in the wrong here, isn't he?
Pardon, but madam,
Honestly, both of them. There we go.
Oh, enough. The both of you are at fault. Now apologize to one another and end this ridiculous display.
I'd talk for a floating magazine.
Yep.
I see you finally agree on something.
One hour later.
Do you not even understand how frustrating this is, you colossal oaf? This is exactly what I hate about you.
Jesus criminy.
Fine, hate me. I'll still sleep like a baby knowing I'm not an unreasonable hag like you.
Oh my god.
Vice, what do I do?
You turn on your heel and walk away as fast as your legs can carry you, my good lad.
That's it. I have had enough. Instead of belittling me, why don't you get a proper job? Everyone in the neighborhood treats me like dirt, and it's all because of my unemployed slob of a husband.
But I thought he was working on the fucking canal.
Actually, I have a job now.
Wait, you what? You're kidding. Why didn't you tell me? That's great.
Well, I sort of wanted it to be a surprise.
Oh, you big silly Billy. Well, this calls for a celebration. Come on, I'm going to bake you a nice apple pie.
With what apple? Where are you going? Hold on. Let me just...
One eternity later.
There we go.
I have no idea what just transpired, but it has utterly exhausted me.
I want to say women, but this is also certainly a men moment too. Or no, just also a men moment. Well, I mean, it's still in play. People. Just do that. Just people. We love hags though. Help. What if I just... What if this is just roleplay and you got caught in the middle of it? Blech.
Well, looks like they made up, so all's well that ends well?
And the course of all that madness, I have forgotten why we even came here in the first place.
Oh heck, the canal! We need to ask him about the canal!
I need to whip up a treat to celebrate my husband finally finding work.
Yeah, well, your husband needs to get to fucking work.
I can't thank you enough for all your help.
Sure, but listen, we need to talk to you about the canal.
Oh, right! That's why you came here in the first place, huh? Well, now that my love life is rolling in clover again, I'd be more than happy to get going on the canal work. I'll get started on the canal tomorrow, but today, we treat ourselves.
If you don't show up tomorrow, I'll fucking find you. And I will shove the handle of the sword straight up your ass. Anyway.
Heavens, that was exhausting.
Tell me about it. Anyway, let's go give Popola an update.
Wait, hold on. Hilf is what that said. Damn, this auto-translate is something else. It translated Hilf into help.
The red bags were a strange pair indeed. It boggles the mind to think their relationship can persist despite such intense squabbling.
Well, they looked pretty happy in the end, at least. Maybe the secret to living a happy life is sharing your feelings, even when they're sort of mean and weird.
If you adopt such a strategy, I may leave for groceries one day and never return.
Blech. Alright, fuck it. But my throat still hurts, man.
Goodness, it sounds like the canal repairman had quite the problem on his hands. I'm glad everything turned out all right. Thank you so much for your help.
Don't mention it. I'm looking forward to seeing how the canal turns out. If you need anything else from us, just say the word.
Thanks, guys.
Bah.
Hey, wait!
Huh?
I almost forgot. Yona is looking for you.
Huh?
She said she needed something from you. Time to go play Big Brother for a bit, huh?
I guess so. Thanks, Popola.
She didn't say what it was about, but she looked pretty concerned. She didn't say...
Okay. I forgot to hit the live button here. Please play the stream. Thank you. Flux and Yona, stop. I do hope the creator of that game is okay though.
What have we got
After like
Doesn't look like I have any work for you.
they had to fucking like hard seclude themselves from how much fucking hate they were getting. I thought there was something wrong with my screen for a second because of White Vice's shadow. That's funny. I'm surprised you know the game by name. I am a fan of Manly Badass Hero, and every now and then I will go and look at his stuff that he's played recently, and that was one of them. I don't follow him, I just look at him every now and then. So it is genuinely pure coincidence that I happened to happen upon that one. But that is how I know it, yes, you got me. But then again, it did hit such large amounts of controversy that it eventually made its way to me anyway. Where does 700 gold keep coming from? You okay?
Yay, you're back.
Popola said you needed something?
Yeah, a favor, actually.
What is it? I can't help if you don't tell me, sis.
Okay, I'm gonna say it. Ready?
I'm ready, Yona.
I need you to help my friend.
Oh?
Your friend?
Yep, I have a friend, and we've been writing each other letters.
Seriously?
A pen pal? How delightful.
So who is this friend?
Well, he's kinda...
He? It's a guy?
Yes, and he's sick and in a whole lot of trouble. And I know that you and Vicey are the only ones who can help him.
Vicey?
Tell me about this guy.
He lives in this really big house down south, and he's super nice, and he's my friend. So you have to help him, please?
Yona, listen.
Please?
Great. Now what do I do?
Ooh.
Fine. I'll see what I can do.
Yay! Thank you! Please help him, okay?
Well, now we have to deal with the spider house.
Great. Yona's got a boyfriend.
That's not what she said.
Is something amiss, lad? Your voice is trembling.
No, it isn't. Shut up.
Shut up! Also this. Dear Flux, today was awesome. Popola made me this huge cake that was really yummy, and everyone in the village has been wishing me happy birthday. It's fun. I feel like a princess or something. I don't feel sick at all today. In fact, I almost forgot I had this disease. So maybe you can forget about it too and come back home now? Ugh. Well, as much as I'd like to continue, I do have stuff to do, unfortunately. And we're a half hour over, so it's about time I call it. Sorry about that. I know some of you are just so devastated by this news. Others of you are like, oh, bummer. Lame Ash? What the fuck? Anyway, thank you guys for stopping by. I appreciate it. You're wonderful people. VOD watchers, appreciate you too. Love you. I hope you all have a good day, afternoon, night, whatever it is for you. And I will see you next time. Don't you give me that face. I'll see you next time, guys. Bye bye!
Bye 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 bye. 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 I love you. Bye bye. Bye bye. Ah, woo.